Hi everybody, how are you? So I want to talk about the topic of Sade Sati today, or when they say this time frame of 7.5 years that comes in your life either twice or thrice depending on lifespan. Now Sade Sati is a term that's pretty much common to Indians, and it does not exist per se in Western astrology. But what I'm going to try and do is make a link or a bridge between the two streams towards the same objective. Essentially, a lot of people fear the Sade Sati concept, saying, oh my god, 7.5 years of sheer drudgery, disappointment, losses, etc. And that is coming from a more fatalistic perspective. If you really understand the technical terms, Sade Sati is nothing but Saturn, the planet, which is called Shani in Vedic astrology, when it is approaching your moon sign, which is where you feel the maximum comfort. Now, what essentially Vedic astrology says is that everything that you wish to start or begin or, that you hold dear might be challenged or taken away from you, or there'll be losses. Essentially, Western astrology is translating it to this way, whereas the moon or in your chart is where you comfort or nurture yourself, and Saturn is going to be passing by the moon, literally like when you're sitting in a train and you're passing by different cities, and Saturn is reputed to have this very dull, limiting, constricting aspect, and a lot of people fear it. Essentially, the way to look at it is all that you comfort yourself with, that you actually don't need, that is actually fluff or clutter around you and somewhere is inhibiting your free movement towards the future that you can create. That is what Saturn as a planet comes to clear up. It's pretty much like in the aisle of seat of an aeroplane when you sit. They ask you to keep the aisle clear of clutter. Bags need to be stored under the seat. Everything is to be put back in its place. You're not allowed to surround yourself with stuff. Sade Sati in Western astrology it does not exist as a concept, but this is how you can relate it to being, wherein get rid of stuff that is simply there to assuage a need that is not organic. Let things go. Clean up your act. Let stuff that you don't need be done away with, however short term that may be discomforting. Long term, it's a phenomenal release mechanism because you can go really far if you travel light. If you've got heavy baggage, you don't really make quantum leaps and bounds. And actually Saturn, however limiting it is one of the best teachers ever. Imagine if you had only all good stuff and you had nothing to ground you, nothing to solidify you, nothing to structure you and keep you sorted as a base, then you really struggle with that. Saturn comes by as a time for us to stop babying ourselves and time to grow up. When you grow up is when you can actually become the best version of you that exists. So for those who fear it, please don't. Please look at it as nature's kindness or tough love that really helps you become independent, helps you travel far. It helps you make a quantum leap into the next level of your life. And a lot of what you get as a gift after Sade Sati, believe it or not, you will never actually get any other transit giving you so many benefits of lightness as this particular transit. So if you feel you need any clarifications, or if you need to really make sense of your charts, or any questions or comments, please feel free to write in or DM or put messages in the comments below. I'm happy to answer it, but don't let anything invalidate your autonomy. That's not what these things are meant to be. These things are meant to be setting you free, to be empowering you, to be giving you sheer joy of living. Nothing is all cakewalk and peaceful and light and starry. The actual joy comes after you've weathered the storm and come through it and pretty much can relax. There's a lot of fulfillment in that, and Sade Sati especially is one such transit. I wish you all the best. Do let me know if there's anything else that you'd like to hear about. Thanks.